Normally, I don't go live mid-game because mainly I'm trying to focus, right? But guys, I gotta highlight this. This is just too funny to not mention. So the first thing that's said when I'm playing this match, I'm not even joking, is Free Palestine. And one guy goes, and I'm not even joking with you guys, well, it's at least disabled for me. I don't know why. I'm typing T. My controls might be messed up. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Load. Yes. Alright, let's see if that fixes it. Nope. I still can't chat. So, for some reason, I'm not able to, on my PlayStation, chat with this. But this guy goes Free Palestine, and I'm clicking T, which is my chat button. And if I go over here to, I think it's common, chat, yeah, here we go, chat, is T. You guys see that I have it labeled. I'm clicking T, like, profusely. Nothing. This guy starts talking about, oh, Free Palestine, Free Palestine. What about the freaking Israelis, alright? How about we just stop killing people? That sounds good to me. It sounds great to me. You stop killing people, you'll have a great time. But we all know Palestine won't do that. Oh, I'm not getting political. I'm just saying. Like, I'm not even joking. I am spamming the T button. Nothing's showing up. So, yeah, so my opinion is this. Alright, stop killing people. It doesn't matter what side you're on. You're killing people. Alright? Israel's killing Palestinians. Palestinians are killing Israelis. Alright, here's the deal. I understand why it is that Israel has aided on the Palestinians for so long, but the thing is that I have an issue with is Israel and Palestine used to be one whole nation. Alright, and some random thing, I have some random dude came in, took some of Israel away, and as an insult to the Israelis, he named it Palestine, right? So ever since then, the Israelis have hated on Palestinians. Even the newer generation, they hate on. Guys, here's my take on it. Here's my take on it. All right, I support Israel because the fact that God gave them way back when Moses and all them. The people that live there now, they're not getting it. When the end of days comes, they're not getting it. It's the people that God promised it to. And actually, that's false, LOL Poe, and I'll tell you why here in a second. But it'll actually go to the ones that got it beforehand, right? But what I wanna point out is it was taken from the Israelis. It was renamed. Alright? Israel needs to learn to let go. The land ain't theirs no more. And Palestine needs to stop jumping fences and murdering children and killing the families and sending video proof that they did it. But if you read the Bible, Israel Not as it is now, but Israel, God, when the Jews and everything, they were trying to get out of Egypt because they were slaves in Egypt and everything, God gave Israel, or gave the Jews Israel. It was theirs. God said, this is your land. Keep it. It's yours. All right? Then this guy comes in, captures half of it, and names it Palestine. And now it's Israelis and Palestinians fighting over it. All right, and I'll tell you guys now, in the end of days, it's not going to be Palestine and Israel. It's going to be Israel. All right? That's all that matters to me. When the end days come, it ain't going to be Palestine versus Israel. It's not going to be Ukraine versus Russia. It's going to be Israel. It does not matter to me what's going on. Personally, I honestly think that Israel needs to learn to let go. And if they are the true Jews that they are supposed to be, they will let things go. They'll let it slide. They'll be chill. Radical, they'll be chill about it. They'll be like, whatever. In the end of days, it'll be ours again. And Palestine just needs to stop jumping fences. That's all I'm gonna say on that subject. Palestine needs to stay on their side of the fence. Or whatever it is they have over there. And then people are talking about how Israel bombed a hospital. Alright, here's my take on this, and this is what I understand off of what I've heard and studied and everything. After they did that, they went into the hospital, which the hospital was warned to evacuate before they did anything, from what I understand. They were planting rockets near the hospital using the hospital people as cover. That's sick. I'm sorry. Palestinians, y'all are stupid and sickening for that. Using hurt and injured people as cover. You're no better than the Taliban on that one. Sorry. But the Israelis bombed the hospital, and when they went in, they found out there was a whole freaking tunnel system underneath the hospital that the Palestinians were using. It was no longer a hospital at that point. It became a strategic target, whether there were people in it or not. You want to talk smack about the fact that Israel bombed the hospital? Alright, let's talk about the fact that Palestine intentionally put their rocket launchers, which I believe Russia gave them, by the way. They intentionally put those freaking rockets right there next to that hospital. Yeah, a fun fact that I also learned. Apparently, Russia also used dead Soviet bodies to clear out mines and stuff to keep the tanks safe. Stalinium type BS, It's crazy the type of stuff. Like, I'm not going to say that America's good. I'm not going to say that because that would be like a wall-eyed lie. Everybody knows America did horrible things just as much as any other country during World War II, and they do it now too. But my point is, people are hating on Israel because of the fact they bombed the hospital. And here's the thing. The hospital was being used as cover. So you want to get angry at somebody? How about you get rid of get mad at the sickos that decided it was a good idea to use it as a cover? That's just sad. You don't do that. I'm sorry, you just don't do that. That's one. Should have just used the cannons. These things are great. Like, I know some of y'all might have attachments to Palestine and some of you might have attachments to Israel. Personally, I don't care because they're not the people that originally received that land. I'm gonna crash. I don't care. I really don't. It's not my war to fight. I'm like Trump. I want people to stop dying. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Ukrainian. I don't care if you're Russian. I don't care if you're Palestinian, Israeli. Shoot, I don't care if you're Indian or whoever the hell the flip else is. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that as well. But like, I don't care about what nationality you are. I want people to stop dying. That's what I want. How about we focus on that? Instead of worrying about what nationality people are, how about we just make people stop dying? Sounds good to me. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Does that mean I should... If I'm Palestinian, I guess that means that I want the Israelis to jump my fence and kill a child, murder the entire family, and then send me a video. By that, Russia wants Ukraine to try and capture Russia. Just like Russia tried to capture Ukraine. All right, you see where I'm coming from? People is what I care about. I don't care what nationality you are. We're all God's children. All right, now I will be the first one to say that Donald Trump is a far ways away from being a Christian man. He's done a lot of evil things in his time. But I'm sorry, but when a man like Donald Trump says we need to bring God back into our schools, we need to bring God back into our country, you know it's flipped up. You know something's wrong when even he's saying that. You know something's up. Everybody knows Trump is not a perfect man. But when he says we need to bring God back into our country, yeah, something's up. I'm sorry. That's how I look at that. I'm actually waiting right now. I'll get you back in here once this thing gets done. Because I think probably what I'm going to do once I get this SU6 going and done for, I'm going to go and grind out the Wellingtons. Because I desperately need to. If I remember correctly, the Wellingtons, I think the first bomb that you unlock for them is, it's the 4000. So I have kind of an idea on something I'm going to do. And I don't know if anybody's really going to like the idea or not, but I really don't care either. I am planning on... I'm possibly just going to grind them out. I don't know. But I'm planning on just getting all the Wellingtons for now and just getting the 4000s on them so that I can do something tonight. I have a plan that I want to make a reality, and I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy it. So... But as you guys can see, I'm very close to getting jets. All I have to do is purchase these two lovely vehicles, put them in a crew, purchase these two lovely vehicles, put them in a crew, then I'll be right there at jets once I get two other vehicles to purchase and put into a crew. Or I could be lazy and be like, well, let me just grab this SU6 over here. Yay! And then let me just grab this Yak 3. Yay! And then freaking cheat my way to it. But I'm sorry, I'm not that kind of person. You guys see, I don't have any Russian planes except for the single MiG-15 that I haven't used. Well, these two, but three, excuse me. They don't count because I bought them way the other day and didn't use them for grinding. They were for other... Well, this was, but that wasn't. And that I think I got with the starter pack. I think. It might have been this one. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm an idiot. I don't remember anything. But, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to use the 4,000 pound hot water heaters. No, it's going to be, I kind of have a plan and I want to see if anybody's really going to join in with it. I'm going to make a custom tonight. And when I do my live stream for tonight, right? And I'm going to do bombers with bombs bigger than 1,000 pounds versus AA guns. But here's the deal. Since we're going to be using bombers, what's going to happen is we're going to have to spawn at the airfield. That's going to be the only rule that we're going to include on that. And I have a few planes that I can bring out too. The Russian PE-8. Hold on. Let me see what else I got here. Really, the PE-8's really the only thing I have for Russia that I have anything good with, because the rest of these I still have to grind out. And as you can see, these are 1,000s, so I can't use those. But I might allow 1,000s, but it'll be 1,000s or bigger. Yeah, we'll be grinding out the Wellingtons once I get this sucker right here leveled up. Which, as you can see, it's going to take a while. Dear Lord, no, I don't want to grind anything. I just want to have some fun. I still have to get this Wellington. This Wellington already has the bomb that I need. It has the British hot water heater. I call it the hot water heater because it looks exactly like the freaking hot water heater I have in my bathroom. And then I need this bad boy to be leveled up. And this bad boy to be leveled up. And this bad boy to be leveled up. You know, it's funny. I have all of the Wellingtons unlocked, but I have not touched them. And then the bad thing is, guys, what I plan on doing once I get Russia, to where I want them, which the funny thing is, guys, the IL-10s are at 5.0, so that's going to be an entertaining bit of work that I'm going to have to do. I hope the IL-10s are actually going to be worth my time, though. That's my biggest issue, like if it's worth my time or if it's not. 23mm cannons and the small machine guns with the rear turret, and then the IL-10 with the 1946 layout is just for 23mm guns. Yes, please, ground attack! Here I come! La 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 la. Oh. La, 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 la. Oh, y'all gonna hear me scream like the Taliban here in a second. So I love the fact that you can take the 37 mils off. Like, it feels like a complete waste of time, but you can put a 23 mil on there. Look at that, it's so cute. I might actually do that, to be honest. Like, the 23 mils just do better for me. Anyway, who wants to join me in pain and suffering? I'm assuming this is you. Light pillboxes here. You can you can hit the light pillboxes. I've tried strafing pillboxes a lot today. I have failed miserably every time. Dear Lord. I might eventually get to your name. There you are, hello. I already sent you an invite, LOL. Oh, low pull. We won, decal. No, we didn't. We lost. Wait, hold on. Did I get that? Did I actually get this? I don't know if I did or not. I did! Guys, look! I got it and I forgot I got it! Wait, can we mount this on a plane, please? Can I mount this on a plane? That'd be funny, right? Yeah, can I put a machine gun on my plane that's completely useless? Oh. Oh yeah, don't let me forget, guys, that this week coming I have to get this. So yeah. Bro, I'm waiting on you. I don't know if y'all can see me like with the keyboard or whatever, but I know you guys can see what I'm typing. So I said, hurry up to LOL Poem. And then I said, Chris, that goes for you too. No, cancel. No, wrong button. I don't invite or accept invites to other squads. Sorry. That's an order, soldier. I'm doing 4-3 planes. I only really use them for, if I'm being honest with you guys, when did I subscribe to you? I don't watch ocean liner designs nor warship designs anymore. There's a reason for that, and I'll tell you guys here in a second. I'm kind of scrolling through my subscription page right now. I used to watch Mike Brady from Ocean Liner Designs. And crap happened, and I always felt like that, and the thing that made me stop watching him is, I know it sounds really cringy and stuff, but the thing that really, I've always had a pet peeve. If you're going to live stream, you should pay attention to everyone's chat. You should not be, only paying attention to certain people's chat, and that's kind of a pet peeve I live by. Like, you don't have to respond to it, like saying something in the stream, but I do say you need to at least look at it and acknowledge that it's there, right? And Mike Brady, at one point, and there were several points where he did this in live streams and stuff. I was like typing in stuff in the chat and everything, he was ignoring it. The moment somebody sent him money and typed something in the chat while sending that money, you know how you can like donate money and then like you can type a little message in the chat and everything? He responded to that immediately. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So you're one of those YouTubers. One of those YouTubers that pays no attention to anybody who doesn't give them money. So, in other words, it's a pay to get my attention type of YouTuber. And he lost my respect right then and there. I stopped watching him after that day. And I made several comments about it too. And eventually, you know, it felt like I was being ignored, and I just left. No, I don't even agree with it then. Like, if somebody has to pay to get your attention, then no. I'll put it this way. Beautiful OB, he prides himself on reading everyone's comments on his videos. Alright? There is no excuse as to why other people can't do it the same. You can make an excuse, but there is no legitimate excuse to that. If Beautiful OB can do it with as many subscribers and comments as he gets on his videos, yeah, I saw they team killed, and then the dude died. So I'm gonna go for ground targets because that is kind of what I'm built for, is ground targets. But guys, I'll tell you this now: it rubs me raw when. See, I don't get that many comments, so I respond to most of mine, or at least I heart them so that they know. And see, that's the thing. Beautiful OB may not. Beautiful OB may not. Oh, this ought to be a triple kill right here. Double kill, that works. Dude, that was a good cluster of tanks, too. And it missed, of course. Like, I know a lot of you guys, like, nobody really ever, like, comments on my posts. So, you know, I don't really pay that much attention to it most of the time. But when somebody does, you know, they take the time to actually comment on my, like, live streams and be like, oh, hey this, hey that, you know, saying something, you know, whether it be kind, ridiculous, whatever. I always pay attention to it because, you know, they took the time out of their day, even though it's like only a few seconds. They could have been doing something else with those few seconds. Alright, but they took the time out of their day to message me, say something to me. So you know what? In my book, got that one. In my book, I owe it to them to at least acknowledge the fact that they said something. But a lot of these bigger YouTubers, you see them stop doing that. And I've seen Heist do it. And Heist used to be the guy, even though when, even though he had like a buttload of people joining his streams and stuff, he would still say something. Like, he was never the kind of guy to ignore you. And then it's like the money or something else went to his head, and it's like he turned into a completely different person, and it wasn't in a good way. I lost all respect for Heist that day. And I haven't really watched him since. Dude, I should get a buttload of points for this. I'm at like... Alright, wait for it. Got that one too. Boom. Tank battalion destroyed. And who says I can't freaking take things? What the frunk? Bro, I feel like I almost got bombed. It's because I almost did get bombed, but whatever. Got that one. I'm not going for another pillbox. I'm being hit. I don't have my cannons for that anymore. Goodbye. Dude, tanks are actually hard to hit because they're moving targets. This pillboxes just sit there and be like, haha, I have more armor than a tank. You know, I've never looked inside this plane's cockpit before. It actually looks very roomy. Very nice. Is that what you're doing? Where are you at? Over to my left. Oh, you are chasing him. Good job. Oh, look, plane. I can kill that. Come back here. No, die. No, I missed all those shots. Okay. I'm just gonna admit my plane sucks and just go from there. I'm gonna try and get this Spitfire to break off my friendly. Oh, nope, I failed. I also lost something important. There's someone behind me. I'm dead. Goodbye. Bro, that VB came out of nowhere. That's such BS. Oh, I was the last person standing. But yeah, like there's a number of people that I've watched that I no longer watch anymore. And it's actually quite interesting. Because give me a second. I got what after all of that, that's all I got? Dude, that's a ripoff. I hate this freaking game sometimes. But, like, there's a lot of YouTubers that I used to watch that I no longer do. And, Mike Brady from Ocean Liner Designs is one of them. And another thing that really pissed me off about him is the fact that I found out he reads from a script. Like, he's not original at all with his stuff. Like, he reads from a script. So, it's like, hello everybody, this is Mike Brady from Ocean Liner Designs. And then it's just like a buttload of freaking information. Like, I'll give the guy credit. He seems really, really, like, he really enjoys talking about what he talks about. And I'll give him credit for that. And he's like coming out with a really cool video game. I don't have the hate for Mike Brady that I have for Heist. Because I didn't really watch Mike Brady for very long. Like, his videos started getting boring. And I lost interest in watching him. It wasn't, for me with Mike Brady, it was different than when it was with Heist. Because I watched Heist for quite a long time. And I watched his progression from being the chill dude that he was to being the guy that he is now. So there's like a lot of a difference that I feel like people really need to understand. Like, I'm gonna buy Heiss's game when it comes out. Your Warthunder killed itself. Yeah, I know. I noticed. It does that a lot. It's only when I play with you for some reason. That's a lie. It's done it to me before without you, but still. But, be the best. Yeah, right. You're gonna be lucky if I don't crash immediately. But, like, with Mike Brady, like, the thing that made me stop watching him was the fact that the live stream thing really pissed me off, and that was kind of the last straw that made me stop watching him. But it was always constantly just Titanic. Like, that was the only thing this guy seemed to focus on. And it was rare for him to go and do a different topic. Like, it was always Titanic with him, and that's what bothered me the most. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. I've heard about near every piece of information that you've already told a million times, and most of it's from you. Like, stop freaking being the copy and paste person that you're being. Like, but I don't hate him. It's just the fact that it got very boring very quickly listening to him talk about freaking Titanic 24/7. As soon as I level this thing up, we will. But, like, don't get me wrong. I love Titanic. It was a beautiful design. The fourth funnel was completely useless, but it was a beautiful design. But constantly talking about it isn't going to bring it back. Mistakes in the design, mistakes in the way the crew handled the situation, and everything else is what led to the disaster. Why is there an SB-2C? Or a B-26? That is scary. Scary plane, womp, womp. He missed all of his bombs, too. Like, I just watched this man miss every single bomb that he just dropped. That was funny. He's about to get intercepted by 20s, what is this? I don't remember. 37s? I think I got it. Yeah, I should be able to get him. Yeah, he's going down. Yeah, he's going down. Told you. I got this. Uh-oh. There's another one. Here, have that. I don't know. I saw him inbound, luckily. Last moment, but I saw him. Oh, look. You have a bomb, and you have a bomb. Merry Christmas. I got an A-21 heading my way. That's not gonna be good. I killed him. I got his wing. He got my wing, but I got his wing. If he crashes first, it'll make me happy. He didn't crash first. He's going down, though, because I hit his wing. Somebody kill him. He's still flying with that freaking wing. Never mind, he died. Hey, can we talk about the fact I was able to kill 2 targets, take 3 ground targets, and somehow make it on the top of the leaderboard with an enemy kill assist as well? Am I just getting more skilled in my quote-unquote ground attack planes, or am I just too used to playing that plane? Dude, the I-80 185 looks so much fun. I love the fact that Spider-Man was like, Wolf, P-47s! And I was like, oh look, P-47s! Like, I saw them about time that y'all said something. And then I was like, oh, look at that! Also, Spider-Man, when you get back, you're gonna have to make me leader again. Like, it honestly gets me how you guys are screaming at me about the P-47s. And then, when I get back, or when I look up, that's all I see heading towards me, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I like immediately shift my guns towards him and take something off of him, and then he just proceeds to fly away because he doesn't want to deal with me. I think I have both variants, but I don't remember if I have them in why have AI never used it? I don't know. I have to level up this thing, but I think I'm going to use it for ground attacking. Because if I'm being honest, once I get that 45, dude, everything that I point this thing at is going to be like, yes. High velocity armor piercing tracer shell. It doesn't have any after pin. It has a 59 millimeter amount of armor penetration on that gun. That's crazy. Air targets kind of does the same thing. Ground targets, what does this do? See, that's more of what I like. They have the API, which is armor piercing incendiary bullet, which is cement. I don't know what that's. API, armor piercing and tracer incendiary bullet, armored piercing incendiary tracer bullet, and an immediate action incendiary bullet. So yeah, this thing is going to be a beast when I get it leveled up. But the bad thing is, once I get it, I have to still level up like this one, that one there, and this one here. So it's like going to be a pain to grind out fighters for, it's honestly going to be a pain to grind out anything for Russia. Like, their fighters are great, but the one thing I've always had an issue with is I've always felt like Russia really downgraded themselves with how much of an armament they put on their planes. It's always been like a single cannon and a single machine gun. But then like they get planes like this where it's 320 mils. This one mounts to 320 mils. Then you get this one with the 50 cal and the 45. The Yak-9T has 37 with the 50 cal. Then you get the Yak-3 and it's like, yes, we need two 50 cals and a 20 mil. And then it's like, I'm happy again because finally they're mounting more of an armament on the plane. And I call it 50 cal because that's basically what it is. But, like, the armament may not be good on some of these planes, but it's worth the time and the effort to grind them out, I feel like. Like, because you guys know at this point, I have 2 planes leveled up. I could get both of these. And then, of course, I have to get both of these. The Yak-3P. I was noticing people playing it. Yeah, with the 320 mils, I imagine it's very accurate. It's red too, so everybody can see you. It's like, here I am, yeah. But the bad thing is, if you like fire too much, you're still gonna run out of ammo. So it's gonna be like, oh, well, here we are. And then the Yak 9P is the same way, but it has like an early radar or something on it. The Yak 3U will be interesting, I feel like. And then the Yak 9 UT should be interesting with its 23mm gun. The I-225 looks like the birth child of like a Yak and a MiG, and it just so it's like really weird. I do like the fact that they do mount 4 20 mils. So I like the fact that this thing has 420 mils. I don't like the fact that each gun only holds 100 rounds, but you gotta trade something to, you know, because I love the fact that Russia, the whole time that they've ever used fighters, I think the only planes that I've ever noticed them put winged machine guns in have been the I-16s. So it's like, you know, that's like the only like fighter variant that has a wing-mounted machine gun and cannon. Every other one of their planes has a center-mounted 20 mil, 50 cal, 37, 45, or whatever else they need in the plane. And it's great, honestly. It honestly is. Also, I can't wait to get this plane because I think it'll be really fun to level this sucker up. No, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna be like freaking Batman from the Lego Batman movie. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta find it.
I don't want to do...
Alright, here we go.
No, I don't want to do that. You're going to have a great time. No. You might meet some new people. No. Even make some new friends. No.
POV me with Russian planes. Alright, let's see. I got a few targets over here that I'm going to go for.
No, I don't want to do that. You're going to have a great time. No. You might meet some new people. No. Even make some new friends. No.
No, I don't want to do that. I've had that happen before, Chris. If you point your nose too far down and you're trying to use all the runway, your prop will hit the runway and it will kill you. You'll have to stop your plane in time to respawn. So No, I don't want to do that. You'll have a great time. No, 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 no. You'll meet some new people. No, 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 no. You know, if I knew how to edit and everything, and if I could do if I could do like the recording after a battle stuff, like the custom battles and stuff, like you can on computer, and if I could edit and everything, I'd honestly do a meme with that, with like tanks and stuff. I think it'd be funny. What do you mean it kinda has air brakes? If you're talking about like when you throttle down your engine, every engine basically has that. It just helps cool the engine down faster. Alright, so I got 3 columns of medium tanks over here that I'm going to try and go after this match. No! I don't want to do that. Also, here in a second, I do have to go get my brother up and everything. It still wouldn't work because I'd still have to figure out a way to get it from my PlayStation to YouTube. And I'm not doing all that. I thought about trying to transfer over my data again. But, if I'm being honest, like, I really don't feel like editing. Like, I'm too lazy for all that crap. It's so much easier for me to just go, oh, hey, let me stream. Yeah, I noticed the thing. It's fine. I'm just going for it. Dude, this is like a whole convoy over here. I hope that's close enough to... Yep, there we go. Okay, I got some points. Yeah, I'm noticing all of them on my 6. KI-61. American, of course. Americans and all their goody goodies. No, come here. I want to give you a hug. No!
Okay, I'll go get you.
Guys, I'm trying to turn... Uh-oh, there's a... Uh-oh. 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 Trees. 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 Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Use the trees. Use the trees. Get this guy off my 6! Get this guy off my 6! I said get him off my 6 and you put me in the... No! Why was there so much hate for that plane in that instant? Hey, your wing fell off. Like, I've had people tell me before that CapCut is probably the best way to go about editing and everything, but I just really don't want to do that. I'm waiting on you guys, by the way.
Now this is McDonald's has
had a play place attached to it, all right? Me and Adam were just sitting there, we're talking. All of a sudden, this kid, I don't know if he thought that I was threatening his hood or, like, invading his turf, but he just runs out of the play place. He's got a ball from the ball pit, sees me, and just hucks this and nails me right in the head. Can't miss this son of a bitch, okay? So I pop up like, what the hell? I see it's a kid. I don't care. I have street cred. I gotta defend myself. I'm going after the kid. I start walking after him. Now, Adam, my friend, he's a tall guy, but he essentially works for me. So
I'm not doing 5'7".
Beating up 7-year-olds today. Hey, they're walking after him. Now, this particular play place must have had an incident of some kind.
I don't care.
They had a security guard. And he sees Adam coming towards him. He's like, hey, you can't come in here. And he looks at me. He's like, yeah, you can come on in here. That's cool. I'm not offended. I just got the green light to whoop some ass. So I run into the play place. I look around. I see the kid. But the other kids that are there in the play place, they see me walk in. They start clapping and cheering and getting all happy. I'm like, what the heck? And then I realize they think I'm a new mascot. Like, there's the Hamburglar and Ronald McDonald, and now there's the McNugget midget, apparently.
The McNugget midget? Oh, God. I can't stand that idiot, but, he's still funny. He's actually one of my least favorite comedians, fun fact. But, he's still funny at times. No, my favorite comedians consist of Jeff Foxworthy, Bill Engvall, Larry the Cable Guy, when they all were doing their thing. Who was the third guy? Ron White was kind of funny. He's not exactly one of my favorites, but I like... well, dang it, I had Jeff Dunham, or as Peanut says, Jeff Dunham, and I also like Fluffy. They are all good comedians, in my opinion, but there are comedians that take things a little too far and start talking about really inappropriate stuff. Like, I like Fluffy because of the fact I think he's funny. And, you know, I kind of connect with him a little bit because of the fact that I am a bigger dude, but I don't know exactly, like, he goes, he has, like, the 5 level of fatness thing or whatever, but apparently there's 6 levels now. Soviet radar AAMs. Okay, whatever. Or AAMS, whatever. Hey, if I were to turn around and shoot Lopel, do you think he'll kill me? I think he'd kill me next match. Hey, DO335, now you know how I feel only having 90 rounds. Dude, you have more rounds than I do, though. That's the thing. So you should stop complaining. I only have 90 rounds. I noticed that. He's probably going to help me out. Hey, let's go ground target so we can take out as many as, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I know how that feels. Dude, I love larger caliber guns, but at the same time, I hate larger caliber guns. Let's go bomb some ground targets. Let's go. The Russians and the Germans working together. It's like 1939 all over again. You have fire bombs? Dear Lord. Well, then you can strafe that guy. That guy, yeah, kill that guy. That guy is a pain to try and deal with for me. He ripped my plane off last time. So, bombs away. I got 4 hits out of that. You believe that? Please don't tell me you just let that man get by you. Wyvern! I got him, I think, maybe. If he don't turn towards me, I got him. He turned towards me! He did the one thing he wasn't supposed to do! Die, 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 die! I lit him on fire! Yeah! feel alone, Spider-Man fan? I've actually pilot sniped with my rear gun before. It's actually quite entertaining. And most of the time I get pilot snipes with my AI. Go for it. Murder him. Kill him. He's gonna die. He's got someone on his 6. Oh my god, his wing fell off. Hey, blow on that. You'll survive. Why am I like this, people may ask? Well, I'm mentally unstable. I lost my mind a long time ago. I don't think I really ever had a mind, to be honest. Alright, let's see what I can bring out with this pathetically piece of junked plane. Alright, let's see. We got those rockets that make it way too heavy. And then we have these rockets that make it way too heavy. So we're going to do these ones. And then these ones. Yes, rockets galore. Rockets make me happy. Not really. I'll be right back. I have to go and get my brother breakfast and feed him. So I'll be back. And I probably have to change him. So y'all do whatever y'all want to. Alright, I can do one match before I have to go and feed my brother, so I gotta tell you guys something, man. I'm telling you, this is stupid. So, my little brother decides that he's gonna take the dogs outside. You know, that's all fine and dandy if it wasn't raining. It has been raining for the past 2 or 3 days. And dogs can get sick. Dogs can get sick just like human beings can. And apparently I understand that and he doesn't. So he takes one of the dogs outside and he's getting ready to take one of the other ones outside. I said, you get them sick, you'll pay the vet bills. And I meant it too. I'm not playing that little game of let's let my little brother do whatever the flip he wants to just to keep him calm. No. He's gonna do something stupid, he's gonna pay the vet bills. Dogs can get sick just the same as anybody else. Which, speaking of which, I am hoping, Spider-Man fan, to be able to... Which, Chris, I hate the fact that you live where you do. I really do. Because, like, it would be nice to have you in customs and help me grind out at night. Because you're actually, like, fairly good at doing dogfights and stuff. And you're, like, the only person other than, Pixel, which was here earlier, that lives in Britain that can actually help me grind at this time of day. So... it would honestly be nice to have somebody else to help me grind out during this time. You're honestly the one reason that I still stream at this time of day. That and Pixel. Because I know both of you guys live in Britain, and I know you guys like watching my content. And I don't like it when people have to watch it after and they can't participate. If I'm being honest, I'd love to be able to get some of you guys in during the day. Like have like a special day where it could be like every single one of my subscribers and everything, and you guys just like join in and we do like customs grinding. Is oh dear God, maybe he'll leave me alone. Maybe. Yeah, he seemed chill enough. I'm gonna go for him anyway because I don't know. Alright, what are you doing? What is it that you yourself are doing, dear sir? Oh, no, 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 no. You're not getting around. Go away. That's all I'm going to tell you. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. How about that? We have rockets. Let's use those. There we go. Yeah, see, dude, we can be chill. See, that's... Actually, no, he actually left me alone. Look at that. He's being chill. So you know what? I'm gonna leave him alone. He gonna leave me alone. We gonna be chill. Also, bomb. That's not gonna work. Yep. Dude, where'd he go? I know I didn't hit him. Where'd he go? Did he die? He did die. No! Wait a second. Is he? No, that was you. Never mind. Bro, this plane's very heavy right now. Apparently I didn't pay the snail. Help. I'm going down. Maybe I can get my flaps to work. Nope. Landing gear? I didn't get that either. What is it with the Germans? Dear God. It's like German, 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 Russian, German. Oh, very Russian. Very German. Russian. British Russian? I don't know. What in the world patriotic looking thing is that? I'm so glad I don't ruin my planes. You know, if you really wanted to be patriotic, you could get the different smokes, where it's like red on one wing, white on the bottom, and then blue on the other wing. And then you could be like the ultimate patriotic British man. You can. I've seen people do it before. I don't know if it's like a mod or what, but you can actually do that. It is doable. You just have to figure out how to do it. It was from an event years ago. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Why are you, what is, oh. I just watched a yak get attacked the most heinous way. Also, what is this P8 planning on doing with his teeny tiny little bomb? Teeny tiny being metaphorical. Your wing fell off! Bupe, 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 bupe. Bail out! Yeah, you want to know my favorite part about the DO335? I love the fact that it has the push-pull setup, because it makes it really easy to fly the plane, because if you lose one of the engines, you still have the other one. So, like, technically it takes a lot more to kill that thing than it does to kill any of the other planes that you see. It's like one of those really interesting planes. It looks like he got hit because his front engine died. The ITP M1. Dude, that thing looks menacing. Looks like they took a MiG and like mixed it in with like a Spitfire nose or something. I don't know what the world that is. Looks good though. You know what's interesting to me though? Oh look, yak. Oh, you're dead. Okay, well, the thing that interests me is like you get all these like event vehicles and stuff, which is cool. It's awesome, you know, whatever, right? But the bad thing is you don't really get a lot of stuff. Like, I'm gonna look at. So you got the ship right now. They used to have it to where there was 3 vehicles in the battle pass, but they stopped doing that, and now there's only 2. It used to be there was a plane, there was a ship, and a tank, and you could get access to either one of them, right? Now it's just either a ship or a plane and a tank. If I'm being honest, though, the T-44 FM looks really good. But, like, I don't know if I'd want it. And then the fact that they only do the crates every once in a while kind of pisses me off. But yeah, hold on. Let me see. B6, I-16, I-7... Ooh, what's this? Let me see. What's it look like? Ew, no. Yuck. IL-4. What's the IL-4? I don't have the... Oh, that's the IL-4. Duh. Oh, I like that. I like that camo. Oh, I just have to drop a buttload of bombs in order to get that camo. That's cool. Let's see. What else do we have here? Lags, MiG-21s, MiG-23s, MiG-29s, MiG-3s, PE-2s. The PE-8 bicolor. Let's see what this thing looks like. Let it load. It honestly doesn't look much different, so it's not even worth the time. the year 2. Let's see what this one looks like. The tricolor. Oh, so this is that one. Yuck. It actually don't look half bad. And then we have the one underneath it that is the late war camo. I think this one I actually already have. Yeah, this is the one with the dark camo underneath, and it looks really good. Patriotic skins, right? Let's look at some skins for like... Yeah, I know a lot of, if I'm being honest, that's the one thing I hate about Warthunder, is like a lot of these skins you can't really get unless you buy them. Why does the 2S25 have so many, like 38? Dear God. Oh, look, ASU 57. Let's see what we have here. I have a desert camo for it. What's it look like? I want to see what it looks like. Oh, look at it. It's so cute. Look at that. It's so cute. Murder the child. If I'm being honest, I think they're forest camos. Let me look. I can't remember which one I like the most on Russian tanks. If I'm being honest, the desert camos kind of look weird. Oh my lord, there's so many BMs. BT5, hold on. Nah, see, that's just gonna take too long. Alright, let's look at, like, Russian camos and stuff. Aircraft. Oh, I got this one. That's cool. It's a Sparrow. Let's look at, like, the aircraft camos and stuff that you can get. So, as you can see, that's the one for them. I got this one. Bombardment Squadron KG6. Nice. We've already looked at Russia. Let's look at Britain. Hee-haw! Hee-haw! How to make the British person uncomfortable. Look at their thing and go, hee-haw. You know, if I'm being honest, like, I don't feel like a lot of squadrons and stuff are fairly represented in, hee-haw. Hee-haw. Well, I like that one. That was cool. Tanks, yikes, inscriptions. Now, I love the inscriptions. My favorite ones are Adolf's Assassin, which I think is actually in the American tech tree. And then, no, hold on. Give me a second. Aircraft. What do we got here? Yuck. Neutral countries, tanks. Of course, special, veteran. In-game achievements. Yes, I have all of them except 2. Pinups. Yes, we all love pinups, right? No, not really. Well, I like that one. I like that one. Look, they got Catwoman in here. I don't know what half these other ones are. The pirate one looks interesting. Holiday ones, present for you. That. Why? Fire Lady, the werewolf one I want. I'd love to have the werewolf one. The Ball, the Summer Quests. Why? Moose! Get out of the Gooner section. I don't really like a lot of those pinups, though. Like, look, dear God, why is there so many? Okay, then I have the tiger one there. The snail. I have 2 snails, which is interesting. Nah, see, what in the world? Dedicated to Warthunders entering the Genesis Book of World Records? Wait, when did they do that? What they get achievement for? Most money spent in one video game? Monthly decals. Wait, so if I don't get this now, I can't get it again or something? Like, that's honestly the only one I want. Anyway, I'll be back. I have to go and get my brother his medicine and give him his breakfast, and then we will continue the grind on the SU6, and then we will move on next week. So, be back. I'll be back once I get him fed and possibly changed. It depends. evening, Governor. Oh, I accidentally got rid of the squad chat. Whoopsies. Say something else. Go ahead. So that I can pop it back up again. So I'm noticing that I lost a lot of momentum. Oh, God. Ugh. I lost a lot of momentum earlier. Do you want a cool decal? What decal are we talking? I might actually do a decal right quick. Hold on. Let me see what I have. I'd love to have the wolf, but... we could always do VE Day. That'd be interesting. But no, I'll hold off on that. I'll put an Australian decal on a Russian plane. Yeah, it totally makes sense. Let's see. Let's do it the right way if I'm going to do this. We'll do aircraft. And then we'll do... what's this say? For Stalin. Yes, this makes sense. And then we'll make it to where it mirrors. And I got it facing the wrong way. For Stalin, right? And then we'll do... what's this? Order of the Red Banner. Oh, I don't have the Gaijin website. I can't get access to that, unfortunately. I'm going to put this on the tail. I think it'll look good on the tail. Yeah, I can't get that access to that stuff. Like if I go here, and I go like, what's this button do? I don't know. Like I can get here. Oh, they have a forum. Look at that. That's interesting. All right, let's go to the right page here. Official website, right? Register now. Yeah, I'm registered, dummy. Go to the Gaijin store. Let's look at their store right quick. The May sale. All right, let's look at their prices right now. I don't know if you guys are even seeing any of this. I don't think you guys are actually seeing any of this, so that's funny. Weapons of Victory. For $154, I can get a buttload of plane. Dude, that's actually not a bad bundle. Hold on, let me see what's in this bundle. A fighter, a tank, another tank. I already have that tank. I already have, well, 2 planes. So for $154, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planes. But here's the deal. Now here's the funny thing. All right. Here is the funny thing, right? The Black Cat they have on sale as well. I'm not doing all that, by the way. Videos, images. Here we go. Workshop. Camouflages. Let's look at this. I want to see the different camos people have made. Nope. Gooner. Not really. Nope. Why am I only seeing Gooner skins? Like, I'm not even joking. The moment I get on here, it's Gooner anime for a jet, Gooner anime for a tank, a really cool camo for a jet, a Gunner anime, another really cool camo for a jet. Another really cool camo for a jet. And then they have actual realistic looking ones, and then it's Gunner. Another cool camo, really cool looking thing. So it's like I'm seeing more Gunner things than I am anything else. Help me. Help me. Why did I come on here? Dude, I'm not even joking. It's just Gunner after Gunner after... Like, there's some really good ones, too, though. Like, some really cool-looking camouflage. Like, there's a 4K historical skin for an F4J, and it looks really good. There's another one for a F9F, and then it's just Gunners next to that, and it's just making me want to throw up. I'm not even... There's a pink R2-Y2! No! Oh my god! Oh no, why? Oh, there's like Girls und Panzer camos on here. Believe it or not, I think. Which, that's the only anime I would say that should be allowed on Warthunder, and the reason I say that is because of the fact that it did have warships in it. So, warships, tanks. I think it had more tanks than it had anything else, but like, that is like the only anime. And then, what was that other one? The High School Fleet or whatever? Like, those are the only anime skins I want to see in this game. But no, why is there a Japanese I-16? Dude, that actually looks really good. I like that. I'm so glad you guys can't see this because it makes me want to die seeing all the Gunner camos. Oh my god. They have an FV4005 with that one slutty actress all over it. I don't even want to... It's like an old 1940s actress. Oh, I like that camo for that German T-34. That's really good. They got one for her again on the Leopard one. I want to die. Please shoot me. Someone end me now. End me now. I can't look at this anymore. I'm gone. Nope. I'm gonna look at it one more time. Hold on. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna see if I can look up a camo for an M3 Lee. I want to see if I can look it up. Yes, camouflages. All right, let's see. M3. Oh, it wouldn't work. M3. Wait, hold on. M3. Lee. Let's see. Add. Yes. How do I do this? Vehicle any. Alright, hold on. I got this. Oh my god. Hold on. I got this. Dang it. Oh well. Alright, I'm ready to go. I don't want to look at that again. I just saw, like, my nightmare. Hold on. They also have, like, a lot of other stuff, too, though. Like, you got the store. Ooh, the Gaijin store. Hold on. Let me look at this. Alright. All sign-in top sellers. I've already looked at that, so never mind. Let's go. I'm ready to go. I don't want to look at Gunner skins anymore. If I'm being honest, like, the fact that, like, it's just Gunner skins in Warthunder, I'm halfway expecting one day for people to start complaining about, there being a furry Gunner skin in there. Like, I'm halfway expecting for there to be furry skins in there, if I'm being honest. I could probably deep search it and find some, but I don't want to. I'm going to murder myself. That's what the Warthunder community, most of it is I-8E. Oh. You meant like, okay. Yeah. Personally, I prefer like a historical skin. Like if I could find one for this, it'd be great. Like a historical skin for this plane right here on the Gaijin website, I would download it. I've tried it before. Like I found a skin, I think one time for a plane or something I was going to use. And I tried to download it and it wouldn't let me download it. So like I kind of gave up on it. It was on my PS4 though. So I don't know. Yeah, just for old time's sake, I think one day I'm going to boot up my PS4 and live stream off of it again, just so you guys can see how much of a pain it was to broadcast off of the PS4 on this game. Like, it took me forever to load into the game itself. It took me forever to load into matches. Like, it was a complete and total pain trying to fly that. Yeah, I know. That's the sad part about it. Like, custom skins don't work for console. They honestly, like, don't get me wrong, I like playability on a console, but I would like to have access to everything. Like, including the skins. Because there's actually some really good ones. I mean, Bo, most of the skins that you see him using, that's where he got them, is off of the community page. So it's like, I know it's there. I know there's a way to get access to it, but you can't do it on console. And that's what ticks me off. If I'm being honest, though, if I could and I'm being completely honest with you, if I could link and if I re-downloaded Warthunder off of my on my computer, and then I could link my PlayStation to Gaijin account and then link my PC to it as well and get all of my saved data, I would honestly do it. And I'm not even joking about that, simply because of the fact it would make things a lot more interesting and fun for me. I have it to where it gives me the ability to link my account, but I tried it like once, or I think I tried it like twice, and neither time did it work. So like I gave up on it. I just lightened my load severely doing that. What's coming after me and behind me? I thought I saw something. That's a FW-190. I'll probably be dead here in a second, so. Hey, do you feel like going after an FW-190? Please say yes, please say yes, please say yes, because he's behind me and he doesn't like me very much. He's up above me, though, so if you can climb. Yeah, there he is. There might be another one up there, too. I don't know. Alright, well, I'm gonna go try and find some P-51. Where? Oh, and a P-51. That'll be interesting to watch. Heavy tank. Hey, they got heavies. I don't know if I can kill those. Can I kill those with a 37? Let me try it. Oh, those are Tigers. Can confirm you can kill a heavy tank with a 37 mil in this game, apparently. That's complete and total BS. They just make it easy for ground targets to be strafed, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to swing back around. I'm not hitting that again. Hey, do you need help? You look like you're gonna need... I'm gonna need help here in a second. FW-190. FW-190. P-51. They all both want to kill me. There's a plane on my six! My tail! Eee! My plane. It no fly no more. Please save me. Please save me. Please save me. You crashed. Oh no. I have been murdered already. Just let me live my plain life. Nope. Okay. Foot fungus? No! Dear God. I got killed by a guy named Foot Fungus! Of all things, Foot Fungus! I've fully upgraded all of my IL-2s, yes. This plane is the only thing that I have left in the attacker line that I still need to upgrade, believe it or not. Like, I have the PE3s and, like, this Yak 2 right here and the PE3 right there that I still have to upgrade. But, oh yeah, and the B... Wait, what have I not... Oh, wow, I severely got to get the BB1 leveled up. But other than that, like, yeah, I've basically upgraded everything. But I am sick of grinding this, so I'm going to go play some Britain. I'm going to grind out this Wellington. I got to make sure that my keys work, though, because I don't know if they're working or not. I think I might have broke something finally for this thing. Because I got to remember... Hold on a second. Give me a sec. I got to remember where this thing hooks up at. I think it hooks up at the back. Oh, there goes my controllers. Alright, reconnecting. There we go. Keyboard is reconnected. Alright. Get the clothes hanger out from under my freaking PlayStation. And then get all the dust and dirt and everything off top of it. I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, considering how much this thing costs. But I have my PlayStation sitting on the floor because I don't have enough room on my table to sit it. So... Until I can get a bigger room and a bigger table, unfortunately, I have no ability to do any better for myself. So, before you hate me, know that it is in a safe spot. My feet don't go where it's sitting. It's under my table, so it is safe. But it's still, how do I put this? It's still in danger. Let me get my load out right quick, and then I'll join you. There we go. How heavy do we want our plane? Yes. We want our plane to be so heavy that we won't make it to the battlefield. Don't pay attention to the fact I have the HP-12, alright? We're not going to talk about it. Be funny to bring that thing out at 2.3 or even 3.3. See how many people kill me because of how slow I am. All right, I'm gonna go on ahead and just turn out of the battle because bro's British and he doesn't even know what his plane carries. You know, all we need is a night map, and this plane would be the ultimate bomber. Are we doing a Wellington formation? Hey, watch those machine guns. The last time you machine gunned me, it didn't end well, remember? I have 8 250s, or 18 250s, so I'm gonna drop probably about, I don't know, I want to say I'm probably gonna drop about 8 of them on one base just to get them out of my bomb bay door. Mine is heavier than yours, I can tell you that now, because you are carrying a less bomb load than I am. There is an option for, let me look, I have, excuse me, these are 230 pound bombs, according to what the Warthunder thing says. Yak 2 inbound, gain altitude. Good luck with that, right? I'm gonna fall out of the air before I can gain altitude. I gained so much altitude, but I lost all of my airspeed. And the yak's still coming for me, bro! I know what it is. I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. He's gonna be a problem. He's going for you! Why is he going for you? He shot you out of the air instead of me. Why you? Dude, I think I actually hit him. Nope, I didn't hit him enough. Oh god, here we go. Oh, my tail just fell off. I'm not doing good. Nope, I'm not keeping this in the air. Nope. Yeah, my chat is still disabled. No, hold on. Never mind. You know what? I still got machine guns. Hold on. If I can just get them on him, that'd be great. Okay, well, the machine guns are kind of spinning out of control to a point that I can't hit him, so it's not going to do me much good. I'm so sick of tryhards like that. There was no reason that he had to do that, other than the fact that he can't freaking dogfight worth the crap, so he freaking does that. That's one of the reasons I hate the Wellington, is because it's a great plane, but as I said, we'd be better off doing a night bombing raid with this plane than a day bombing raid. That was probably just a tryhard, though.
Land again after the lift. Well, let me show you guys the sheet. Take a look at this factory spec sheet here. It's got the initial.
I don't even want to spawn in, if I'm being honest. I really don't. But I know I have to in order for us to do anything, so I'm just going to start gaining altitude like crazy. I don't care if I shed speed, I'm gaining altitude. And I'm flying as far away from them as I possibly can, so I'm going to go out this way. And you have fun with that, JU-87. Once I get the engines on this thing upgraded, I think we'll do a little better, but until then we're going to be screwed. The one thing I hate about the Yak 2 is it gets a freaking bomber spawn, even though it's basically like it's an early version of like the IL-2. That's what it's designed to do, is be it like a ground attacker, but yet it still gets the freaking bomber spawn. It doesn't get the interceptor and ground attack spawn, it gets the bomber spawn. Therefore, with all those machine guns, guess what you get to do? You get to go and be a tryhard and murder bombers because you can't dogfight worth the crap, even though that plane turns better than most of the planes at the BR that it sits at. For no freaking reason. God, I can't stand the freaking Russian bias in this game sometimes. I don't like the fact that you're faster than I am. I'm gonna have to shoot you out of the air, sir. Oh wait, my guns don't depress that much. Also, does this thing not remind you of like a airliner almost? Like, if you look at it, if they took the machine gun pods off the front and back, would you not say that this thing would be like a really good airliner? I feel like it would be. Like, it looks like it could be converted into one, or at least a cargo plane. I know for a fact that it did do cargo missions and stuff, so I know it was a cargo plane, and I think it was eventually converted. Also, I'm gonna Yes, I'm aware that the FW200 was an airliner. I have to cut throttle to 95 to save engine temperature because I'm cooking my engine slowly. Also, be prepared to most likely be intercepted because that looks like what they're trying to do now. Also, I gotta stop gaining altitude fast because if I don't, I'm gonna fall out of the air, so... Because British engines just have the biggest issue with overheating. I've never been able to figure out why, but it's just like an issue for British planes. Like even like the Spitfire has that issue, and I find that the Hurricane has that issue unless the engine's upgraded. But with this thing, even with the engine being upgraded, it still overheats. It's sad. And I think the Hurricane does the same thing. You have to run at 95% throttle, even though you have war emergency power. What? Yeah, I see him. Possibly an interceptor. Go fast, and he'll probably target me. It'll give you a chance. I'm not really worried about myself. I'm gonna try and hit the airfield, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. I'm gonna get my guns ready, though. Oh, we're screwed. That's the BF-109. We're gonna die. He's going for you. He's going for you. No, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. Just light him up. Light him up. Light him up. Light him up. Dude, you didn't have to do that. You realize now that he's killed you, he's gonna go for me now, right? So you still didn't save me because he could... Oh, J-20 came in to help. Just dive and the J-20 will get him. You know, I always thought that at 2-3 you were safe in this plane. It seems that the BR changes messed up something else. Alright, I dropped my 250s. I'm gonna go for the next base. Be careful. I don't know what kind of engine or anything you're running on, so I don't know if you got... Hey, let me ask this question. If the Wellington was to have gotten hit in the engine deck, so to say, or in the engine, let's say one of the engines died, could it maybe possibly make it back to an airfield with it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 7 on that one because I think the 8 was a little much. Oh wait, I don't have boosters. Both are screwed currently. But you should be able to go... Oh, never mind. You're nowhere near our airfield. Never mind. You're not hitting that base, I hope, because I hit it already. Sorry. I assumed that you were dead, so I just went for the nearest base. You probably honestly need to return to the airfield. If your engines are messed up, you need to return to the airfield. Yeah, just RTB. Drop your crap and get going. If you have bombs on you, just go for ground targets. Drop them. If you hit something, you hit something. If you don't, you don't. And, Just hit them on the way out, I'd say, is probably what I'd tell you, because don't try and, like, detour to hit targets or anything. Just try and RTB. Dude, did they respawn bases? You've got to be kidding me. Dude, they respawned bases behind you. The Wellington's a great plane. Like, I love flying it. It's just the fact that I honestly believe that the Wellington needs to be at a lower BR. Simply because the fact it just cannot withstand getting hit. Like, I like the fact that they do slowly bump it up. But if I'm being honest, I feel like the Wellington 3 should be at 2.3. The Wellington Mark X should be at 2.7, and then the Wellington and the Mark 1C and the Mark 1CL both should be at, or one of them should be at 2.0, the other one should be at 1.7. Bombs away, heading home. And the reason I say that is because the fact these planes just don't survive well enough. Engine 1 off. Uh-oh. Good luck. Making it home, I mean. Lost power. Uh-oh. Bro, if that Wellington makes it home, I'm gonna freaking be so proud of you. Base is destroyed. Alright, so we got 2 bases that we have to hit when we get back, if you make it, that is. I'm saying if, as if you're not gonna make it or something. Also, Warthunder, when are we gonna get some freaking detailed bomb interiors? Come on. I want my detailed bomb interiors. Would you like to borrow some of my fuel? I have 77 minutes. Also, this thing makes a really good glider. Please don't fall out of the air. I'd hate to see you explode. I'm watching your plane just very slowly get closer and closer to the ground. Would you like me to come and carry you? If I could come and carry you, I honestly think I would. But it would be very difficult and it would be very dangerous. But I could possibly make it work. Do I risk it? I'll let you decide. You're falling out of the air. I'm not going to be able to get to you even if I tried. Well, you're actually making it, so as long as your other engine doesn't give out on you, I think you'll be fine. Uh-oh. Come on, you ain't got but a little bit longer to go. Come on. Stay in the air, dang it. No! I looked back to see you disappear behind the mountain. There was nothing I could do. I was too high at an altitude. All remaining crews survived safely. You know, I honestly think they really need to fix that in Warthunder, to where if you hit the ground, it doesn't immediately explode your plane. It doesn't like really matter how quickly like you hit the ground or anything. Like in a lot of cases, your plane wouldn't immediately explode like that. It would most likely kill you on impact, yes. But what I'm saying is like when you go nose first into the ground is what I'm talking about. Because I've seen people go nose first into the ground. and they actually, like, how do I say it? The impact kills them, the plane exploding does not. If that makes any sense. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's the impact that ended up killing them, not the initial thing. Also, I successfully made it back. Look at that. British power, man. Dude, your Wellington, if it would have kept one of its engines, I think it probably would have made it back, if I'm being honest. Engines are off. Also, can we get the fine little detail in War Thunder to where your engines don't crank up together? They crank up one by one like they're supposed to. Like, if you pay attention, it shows here that the engines crank up and they start at the same time. In reality, what would actually be happening with that is you'd be cutting on one engine first, right? Then you'd be cutting on the other one. Oh, I'll be fine. As long as that Yak 1 dies, we'll be fine. And of course he doesn't survive. It's okay though, the AA guns should be lighting him up, so he probably won't make it anyway. Yeah, he's trying to get back to his airfield. He ain't even worried about me. I'm gonna put this at 95% throttle. He wants to talk about KI-27 average base enjoyer. I said KV1 or Yak. I said, excuse me, Yak 1 base camper. Nah, bro's going for me. Guess bro thinks I'm an easy kill. Let's see. Am I? Nope, I sure ain't. Not as easy as he wants me to be. I gotta lose weight here. I'm gonna fall out of the air if I don't. Come on, pull up, baby. Oh, he took controls, I think. Yeah, he took controls off of me. Dang it! Yeah, he had messed up some of my controls. No shout out to that World PC Game guy because he waited for the BF-109 to get over there before he attacked either one of us. Also, hi Stuka, how are you? Bro's messing up your name all kind of bad ways. Bro messed it up like twice. Alright, let's see. 500s, 1000s, those would be great. Alright, we'll do those. Yeah, those will do really good against the bomb targets and everything. It's going to slow me down. Yes, the first bomb modification is actually the 4,000 pounder. I don't know why, but it is. So, like, it's like a really... Yeah, that's what I said too. I was like, why is that the first bomb modification? Because I think, if I look, because I kind of want to grind out Britain for the Lancaster so we can do what I was talking about. And I think the way that you grind out the Lancaster is completely different. Yeah, I don't think you get the 12,000 until, like, last. No, that's 4,000 pounders. 1,000s. Hey, can you tell me about Rat's interview? I don't know. I really don't. I really don't care. I wasn't paying attention. But most likely, if I had to guess, she probably proceeded to tell him about the age difference thing, but she failed to mention the fact that Rat had lied to me and the Discord about the fact that she had everybody, including me, thinking she was 15, which even then it was still weird, but we were nothing but friends, right? But, excuse me, when I found out how old she was, she wanted to play the victim. Wanted to act like that she had done nothing wrong. I gave her multiple chances. I gave her multiple chances to tell me how old she was. And every time, she would not tell me. Every time, she lied. She said that she wasn't comfortable enough with me to tell me how old she was. And it sent up a red flag, but I didn't pay attention to it because we were just friends. And from what I understand, now the sister, whom, by the way, Rat and her sister apparently dug very deep to get access to that furry forum, so they still have a vendetta against me. So I'm going to be completely honest. I don't care, because I learned my lesson, and the lesson that I learned was that people will thank God some people who watch you don't watch Wolf. Yeah. So he did do the Dare Stuka, let me ask you this. Did he do the interview live? Because if he did, where's my interview? Well, then how do you know about the age difference thing? Oh, okay, so you heard it from me. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'll tell you the whole story then, since you really don't know what really went on. So, okay, I'll tell you the whole story that way. So we were talking about age difference things. So, when I found out that Rat was 12 and that I was 19, I felt like I had done something wrong. No, I know that people constantly ask Stuka to 1v1 me. Hey Stuka, 1v1 me, bro. I got a meteor. Anyway, but I joked one time with Stuka about that. I don't know if he saw it, but I said, "Hey, I just got a meteor. 1v1 me, bro." But So, you know, when her sister told me that she was 12, I felt like a monster. I felt like a predator. I felt like a pedophile, even though I hadn't done anything. You know, I hadn't really, you know, the only thing we ever talked about was my depression. And to be honest, Rat never really cared, if I'm being honest with you guys. Like, she listened or read, but she didn't care. She never acted like she cared. Even her friends said that she cared. So the sister proceeded to tell the mom what was going on. And the mom and the sister decided, well, you know, this guy seems like, and I don't really know how they thought about it. I don't know. I don't care, because it's done. It's over with. But I'm telling you because you want to know. The way I see it, the mom and the sister were like, well, there's no need to bring the father into this, because the fact that Rat's going to get in trouble too, because she knew that this guy was as old as he was. And I told the sister that. I told the sister, I said, dude, you know, I told Rat how old I was. And I told the sister that. I told the sister that I had told Rat several times how old I was. And it didn't seem to faze her. It seemed to me like the sister was trying to make, but the sister did say to me several times, it's like, you know, you seem like a nice guy, you just need to seek help. And I told the sister, I'm like, you know, I've tried that before, it never works, so, you know, whatever. And the sister, you know, the next day or whatever, basically, I told the sister about Rat and her boyfriend, right? And apparently, according to the sister, and according to Rat had told me this herself as well, she wasn't supposed to have a boyfriend. So she was doing this behind her back as well, or behind their back. So she was hiding all kind of crap. And when the sister found out, she asked me if I knew the dude's name, and I told her only the guy's name by which I knew of the by his YouTube name, because at the time I didn't, but I did later on find out what his name was. But because of the fact that I didn't want any more part of it, I didn't want any more part of the drama, I kept it to myself, and her friend ended up telling me, right? And so the sister basically said that, you know, they didn't want me talking to, and then the next day Rat messages me, and, you know, she's like, well, my mom and my sister want me to block you. And I was like, okay, you know, cool. And then here's the kicker now. Here's the kicker. Rat then proceeds to go behind her parents' back again, and she gets her friend to start messaging me, and uses her friend as a middleman so that we can continue to talk. It goes on for about 2 to 3 weeks. And I finally put my foot down, and I'm like, look, this can't keep on happening. I'm going against what I told your sister that I would do, which was drop it, right? So, next thing I know, here I am receiving a message from the friend from Rat saying, tell him I'll never forgive him. Because I had, at that point, I had heard about everything about her boyfriend and how much of a prick he was towards other people. And her friend had told me that with Rat hanging around that idiot, she was turning into the same kind of person he was. And I didn't want that, because she seemed like a nice person, you know? So I told Rat, and, you know, I sent it through the friend. I was like, you know, you need to figure out who it is you want to be, basically. And I said, you know, and it makes it sound weird, but I said it's either him or me. And basically she chose him. She chose to, instead of being the person that she should be, which is a good Christian girl who listens to her parents and everything, sure, you should be able to get a base. How about I let you get that first base? I'll get the second one. But she chose being the complete and total prick like her boyfriend, who she wasn't even supposed to be having, by the way, over me. A friend who would have done anything, just like with all my other friends, Stuka Volutes, all my friends that watch me, everybody, I would move mountains for you guys because of the fact that you guys helped me out of my depression. It wasn't Rat like I thought it would be. It was you guys. I would move mountains for you guys to help you. But you might be out of luck, Spider-Man, because it looks like those F6Fs are going to take that base. But ended up, she chose him, and she's like, tell him I'll never forgive him. That was the last thing I said. And or that was the last thing she said. I never said anything. The last time I talked to her friend, guys, and her friend had already told me that if I decided to not talk to her again, it was okay because she understood. So I decided I didn't want to go through it again. So what I did was I cut contact with the friend as well. I haven't talked to the friend since before Valentine's Day. Not even joking. We're going to have to wait for bases to respawn. I hope you know that. So we might as well just gain altitude. There's one base. Go for it. Hopefully you can get to it before I do. But yeah, I know it looks like I know it may look like that I am a predator and all that crap, but the thing is, she catfished me. And I do know what that means because she lied about her age and everything. And she basically refused to be honest with me the entire time, and I didn't catch on to it. But then she tried to play the victim. She tried to play it off like she had done nothing wrong and that I was the only one that had done anything wrong. That is when she lost all my respect. Was because the fact she did not accept her responsibility in what happened. And you know the funny thing is, it all stemmed from me saying I was going to kill myself and going silent for 5 minutes, just sitting there contemplating. Like that was all I was doing, guys. I was just sitting there. Nothing. Doing nothing. Just sitting there. But eventually, and you know, after I stopped talking to her, it did upset me, and I kept being upset about it for a month, probably, because the fact I had lost a friend, you know, and that was how I felt about it. You know, I had just lost a friend. It hurt me. But then I found out about the boyfriend and everything, and I realized she was never my friend to begin with. She was just somebody who took advantage of my kindness, and it wasn't right. So I decided that day when everything happened and I knew the risks that, you know, I could possibly have that held over me, I decided then no girl over the age of 18 was even allowed to speak to me. Like, if you are a girl and you come into my stream and you're trying to talk to me, guys, let me tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get immediately removed from this channel. I'm not having you freaking causing another incident again.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
And I made that rule because of Rat. So if anything, I have a lot of thanks for Rat, because if it were not for her, what? I know, right? Like, I love my mom, I do. Even she gets on my nerves at times, but, you know, that's what moms do. But my mom would have never acted like that. It's sad to me. The whole thing is really sad to me. Because, one, the girl was going to a private Christian school, right? which kind of makes it weird for the friend because the friend was lesbian. So that was really difficult for her friend to begin with. But see, the funny thing is, her friend was actually really chill. And I was like, how the flip are you her friend? Like, her friend was like extremely chill. And I honestly felt bad for her friend, because her friend and I, when we were talking before Valentine's Day, her friend was like how all of her friends had boyfriends and, you know, or girlfriends, whatever, and like she was the only one that wasn't. And she was even talking about Roblox friends and stuff like that. Like, she was the only one that didn't have somebody for Valentine's Day. And I honestly felt bad for her. But I told her, I said, well, you know, it's like this, you know, I've been alone for years. It does not bother me. It never will. It never has. Or it never has, it never will. And the reason that is because I learned a long time ago, even before I started talking to Rat, that I was better off alone. I can keep money in my wallet. I can do what I want to with my money without having to worry about somebody complaining about it, except for my mother. And just all in all, my happiness is better without having to worry about females in my life. And to be honest, guys, look at the internet. Look all over the internet. All right? Females, when we guys hit on them or we ask for their number, we get called creeps. We get called stalkers. Or the first thing that they always say is, I have a boyfriend. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want a part of you. You obviously don't want a part of me. So, you know, ain't no need. I'm going to sit back, I'm going to play some Warthunder, I'm going to have fun, you know? Flip you females. And then, what makes it even worse is all these entitled females, bro. Like all the ones that are like, we don't need men to survive. We could survive without a man. Alright, let's put some logic into that. Alright, say if every female, there was no males anymore, like all the males died off, but they needed to continue with species, all right? We all know that there's sperm banks that you can donate to. So let's say there's no more men to donate to sperm banks except for the men that these women have, right? So either way, you're still going to have men, but stick with me here for a second. All right, let's say every woman gets one of those sperm thingies put into them, and they all have a child, right? Eventually, those sperm banks are going to run out. And guess what's going to happen? Females are going to be stuck trying to do everything. And they're not going to have a man there to help them. If I'm being honest, society has warped the female mind into believing that they can do any and everything by themselves. We don't need no man. We don't need a man. Yeah, okay, whatever. Call me when you're... it's like, I've seen people do this before, and it's honestly funny. It makes me laugh every time. I've seen dudes, like, they'll... it's all Disney Channel. Yeah, sure, okay. There's more than Disney Channel behind all that. It's the woke people. I'll put it this way. To me, I feel like it's the news and the media, including TikTok and stuff like that, where there's influencers that believe that stuff. That's where most of that belief comes from. Because most kids nowadays watch TikTok, they watch all that stuff.
The enemy is winning.
Exactly. That's always the funniest part, is the fact that these females, they actually believe that they can survive without us men. But in reality, no, you can't. I've seen, there's like 2 people on YouTube that are females. One of them, like, they watch and it's more of they watch other TikToks and stuff, and she stands in her mirror with her phone, of course, and she talks about how much women actually need men, and why it is that she mainly watches like the ones where the females are complaining about how they're not getting hit on by men or whatever, and it's like, you asked for this, and she says it. She's like, you women asked for this. That's why guys aren't hitting on you, because the fact that you quite literally asked them to stop. So don't complain when we don't. Or when they don't, is basically what she tells them. And there was one person that did, she even said it, there was one person that did guys, listen to this, 45-minute rant on this woman, because she was telling the truth. And she felt offended by everything that this woman was saying. And it's like, at first I was going to say something, but, I was just intrigued that they put, and she said this, she's like, I was just intrigued that they put so much work into this that it was 45 minutes long. And she said she sat there and watched the whole thing. And there was so much stuff that was taken out of context and stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's what they do. That's what influencers do. When you target them, they target you back. All right, guys, that's why, you guys know, I'll talk about somebody like how much I hate Mr. Beast, how much I dislike how some YouTubers run their channels and stuff like that. But guys, let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. People talk. People have an opinion. When I live stream, I give you guys my opinion on things, on people, on whatever. I'm not talking trash about them. It's just that is my opinion. Those are my reasons why I don't like that person. There's a difference between that and just constantly hating on somebody. You don't understand why Mr. Beast gets hate. I'll tell you my perspective on why I hate Mr. Beast, and you can decide whether or not you agree with it or not. In the Bible, it says that if you want to help people, do it anonymously. Mr. Beast doesn't do that. I'll tell you, that is why I hate him the most, because of the fact that he does everything not for the right reason. He does it for recognition. All right, let me put it into perspective. Let me put it into perspective for you. Okay, if I were in Mr. Beast's position, and I had the amount of money that he had, if I'm being honest, I have no hate towards him when he does like the challenges with his subscribers and stuff like that. That's okay. I don't care. But when he does the videos and stuff where it's like, I just drilled 100 wells in Africa so that people have clean drinking water. We don't need to know what you did. We don't need to know what you did. I'm sorry. I don't care that you drilled 100 wells in Africa. Okay? You wanted to do that for the right reason. If you want to help people and you're doing it for the right reason, if you want to do what you're doing for the right reason, all right, you're going to do it anonymously. All right, if I had the amount of money that I did, that Mr. Beast does, all right, if I wanted to go and drill 100 wells in Africa, I would do it and nobody would know about it. If the news somehow found out about it was happening and they came over, I can't stop them from doing that. But I'm not gonna accept an interview for them. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I want to help people. No, I don't care. You want to help people, help people. Don't make a video on it. That's my biggest issue with Mr. Beast. He does it for the wrong reason. He does it for the recognition, not to help people. Like when he did, I think it was restoring people's eyesight because of their the front of their eyes being glazed over or whatever. And then the giving out hearing aids or whatever. Okay, that's stuff helping people. You don't need to make videos on that. Nobody needs to know what you did. Nobody needs to glorify you in order for you to do the right thing. Okay, but that's the biggest issue I have with Mr. Beast. I have never bought one of his chocolates. I've never bought his gummies. My brother's bought his chocolate bars. My brother was buying the Zaxby's thing that he had going on, which, by the way, got discontinued for some strange reason. They got rid of everything. Yeah. I don't really like, well, I've actually subscribed to a channel, I think, and I've seen a lot of their videos, and a lot of the videos that I've seen on some of them look like security cameras catching the events happening and catching what's happening. And that's the only reason I stay on that channel, because the fact it doesn't look like it's somebody sitting there with a phone, or it doesn't look like it's fake or acted. It actually looks like it actually happened and somebody was actually had the ability to get access to the film. But there's a big difference between that and making a big video and every introduction being like, I just drilled 100 wells in Africa because I want to help people and I want to be rich off of this video because I want people to think I'm a humanitarian. You don't see Donald Trump doing that crap ever. This man is a billionaire. I guarantee you he donates money all over the place and nobody says anything about it. Nobody. You want to know why? Because the media wants you to believe that Donald Trump is evil and everyone else is good. Kamala Harris is a good person. No, she's not. She went to the South, went to Georgia, put on a fake accent to try and gain the love and support of the Georgianites. You are not somebody I want in office if you can't stop mocking an accent. That is not what you do. Did you bomb any bases at all? Dang. I'm sorry, bro. I just hit that last base. Hey, go and get that one. I'm not going to drop my last 4 bombs. I'm going to wait for another base. Go get that one. The P-39's losing altitude, so he's not going to be getting up to us anytime soon. So if you want to hit that base, you can. It'll get you some points at least. Also, this is the 2.7 version of the Wellington, so just be aware of that. You might want to hurry, though, because that Ju-88 looks like he's going in for it, too. How many 500s? Just drop, like, probably about 3 or 4, and you should have it. But, yeah, like, it... Mr. Beast, and then, like... Another thing that I hate about Mr. Beast is, like, everybody thinks he's a cool guy, but yet why is it nobody can get close enough to this guy to get, like, a picture with him? Alright? Why is that? Please answer that question. You might end up having that base stole from you if you don't get over there faster. Although he has to get closer, so if you drop your bombs now, you should be able to hit him. But yeah, Mr. Beast is not who he claims to be, and I'm the only one that seems to know that. You know what'd be funny is if, like, you both hit it and you both get points for it. Did you hit that or did he hit that? You didn't get it, did you? Alright, we'll go for the other base. I'll fly over there with you. Because he's too far over the one base. So go over that one. Yeah, hit that one.
Attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the map.
I'm a good man to try and steal his base from him. Too fast. There's another base right here. I'm gonna try and hit this base here. If I can get the plane over it in time. Whoa, plane, go down. We don't need you going up. Just need you leveling off. Right there, perfect. Yeah, he's got fire bombs. Bombs are away. If you want to come and hit this base that I have, you can come and hit it. Oh, good job. I think that's got you some points. Should have, at least. Don't worry, you're not always, Alright, let's head back to the airfield then. Let's go! As Sturmling would say, let's go! Also, we might get intercepted, so just be aware. My engines on the X-ray are red. That's not good. You shouldn't use war emergency power like that. You know, my plane doesn't even look like it really has a lot of crewmen. It has 5 dudes in it. That's how sad that's why the Wellington is so sad in my opinion. Because, you might have been using it too long at 100% throttle. If you use it at 100% throttle, it will kill your engines. Trust me, I know that. You have to run it at 95. Same with the B-25. That's one of the issues I have with it. Just go for the smaller airfield and you should be okay, I hope. If you have enough of a low or a high altitude, you should be able to glide it. I mean, I'm basically at your altitude now, so yeah, I don't see where you won't be able to glide that, if I'm being honest. You're just going to have to crash land it. You're not going to be able to put your landing gear down. You're getting lit up, aren't you? And you get blown out of the air, of course. All I see is just a massive trail of bullets, and then I see your plane just start spinning out of control. They're never going to leave us alone because we're easy targets, unfortunately. That's why I hate playing the Wellington so much, because it's such an easy target for anybody that wants to kill it. I've killed it before, and it's a great plane. It's just, they put it at, like I said, they put it at too high of a BR for what it is. And unfortunately, you're just an easy target, just like me. Now you know why I don't really play the Wellington too much. Because the fact it's all a freaking craziness. Well, we've lost we've lost Chris again. Chris got blown out of the air again, Stuka, so I might have to circle back around. Let's see. Bro, why are you watching me at school? I have a late night stream that I try to... Well, not really a late night stream. Put the landing gear down! Dear God, it doesn't take that long! Just casually watching your YouTuber in class, that's fine, right? Your teacher won't mind. I might not be able to stop this in time. Yep, slam on brakes. No, sit down. It's okay, it's designed for that. That's how all Wellingtons land, don't you know that? Year 2 inbound. If I can get a hit on him, that'd be great. I just watched a Year 2 just freaking... Bro, you're the one that likes to play British bombers. Dude, he's dead. You can stop shooting AA guns. You got him. Dude, I understand your rage, because if I'm being honest with you, it does aggravate me as well when people try a little too hard to kill you. And that's exactly what that was. That was a try-hard trying too hard to kill you. Dude, I'm in a bomber. What do you want me to do? Good luck getting cover from me. And it's even more frustrating because now I have to... Nobody says you have to sit here and spectate me. I mean, you know, you don't even have to play bombers with me. If you got like a fighter at 2.7, use it. I don't care. Like, I'm just suffering. I don't want anyone else to have to suffer with me. I'm not that kind of a prick. Sometimes. Like, it's always up to y'all what y'all bring out. I just bring out what I want, and then y'all just have to figure out, like, what nation you need to bring out with me, with that nation. I don't want you guys to have to suffer with me. Like, this is a suffrage plane, if I'm being honest. Like, you always suffer with this plane. It's just an unfortunate fact. Because people always target the Wellington because it's a really easy target. And the fact that there's like one fighter, a Ju-88, that probably doesn't have a good forward armament, and then me, tells me that we're probably going to die soon. So... You don't have a 2.7 fighter. Well, then use like a 2.3 fighter. I'm sure you got something. Dude, let me tell you something, alright? You get your bombers, like when you first start grinding, and this is to anybody who's just now starting, if you want to play fighters, or if you want to play air, just in general, get you a decent bomber, use that bomber to grind out every other tech tree. Because I'm telling you now, it works so much easier getting a bomber or a strike aircraft, bombing targets, and researching to get a fighter, and then using that fighter. It's so much easier to do that than it is to use a fighter to grind for another fighter, in my opinion. Like, I think currently I'm grinding for the Tropical Spitfire. So, and I'm using the Wellingtons. I don't remember what BR or whatever the one what is it, the 2-3 Hurricane. I don't know how much machine guns or anything it uses, so I'm in a complete loss with that. I'm grinding bombers with bombers. I mean, if that's what you want to do, go for it, but I'll tell you now, it don't work sometimes. Like, it is easier to grind out bombers with bombers, especially if they're in the same tech line. Like, from what I understand, like, let's say I did not have the 3.0 Wellington. Alright, so let's say what was that about? Huh. Anyway, let's say I grabbed I didn't have the 3.0 Wellington, and instead I use the 2.7 Wellington to grind out the 3.0 Wellington. It works like that. It'll help you research faster, but sometimes it's better to do it DB3. Should I or should I not? I'm in a match. I'm doing 2.7 Britain, so unless I get this thing leveled up a decent amount, then I'll probably be doing more than that, but
Attention to the designated grid square. Reloading!
I know none of these are going to hit him, but it's still funny to try, you know? Like, I know none of these are going to hit him, but it's still worth the try, I guess. Let me tell that guy that I'm going for that. Don't you do it.
Attention to the map!
You better break the flip. I will light you up like a Christmas tree if you take my freaking bait. I will kill him. I will get a team kill today. I will get a team kill today. I will get a team kill today if that guy takes my base. I'm sorry, but I don't tolerate that very well, and he did that twice to not only me, but he did it to freaking my friend too. And it's caught on stream too. I'm not even raging at that point, but yeah, he's wanting to try and play it off like he ain't done nothing wrong. Nope, you've been caught in 4K. Well, not 4K, but you've been caught on stream. Nice. Cooking on stream is healthy. There you go, Chris. Tell him. Get him, Chris. Sick 'em, boy. Bro honestly thinks that... Hold on. What BR, or what freaking... Of course. Of course, a level 100 player. I'm not even going to bother to say anything. Mr. Beetle, ladies and gentlemen. The classic example of an entitled level 100 player. Who, if he reads a map, which obviously even at level 100 he can't seem to be able to figure out how to do, if he read a map, he'd be able to see what direction I was flying at, so he would know what base I was heading for. But then he's like, nope. Yeah, of course you're going to say nope. I bet you used premium vehicles to get to level 100. And if you ain't, that'll surprise the flip out of me. My point exactly. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't mind level 100 players going to a lower BR, because Bowtime Gaming does it all the time. He goes around in different BRs and plays the game. But when you're doing that, and you see that other people probably don't have spaded vehicles like you probably do, that's the issue that I have with you. So yeah, that level 100 player wanting to talk about that cooking in stream is healthy. I'm not cooking. I'm having fun. What aggravates me is when I see punks like you stealing bases. My point exactly. He has the whole German air tree. He ain't nothing but another German trial. Oh my God, that spawned us close. He's doing it to piss people off. That's all it's for. Alright, let's see. I'm going to let you go first this time. You are probably a little lighter than I am. Choose a base and I'll follow you. Dear God, what is that bank angle? Are you stupid? Dear God, I just watched you bank that plane. That plane is not supposed to bank like that. We're not fighters. Alright, well, I'll escort you. How about that? Hopefully they'll target me and not you. Like, I'm just having a fun. Hold on, watch this. Any level 100 players here? want to see if somebody else say something. Watch this. I asked because I had an ASS hole level 100 steel bases for me and my squad mate last match. Wait, who goes in a level BF 110 and goes for bases? I mean, Chris. We're not going to talk about the fact that I might or might not have done that. Chris, how have we already lost all but one base? Bro, that's insane. Keep gaining altitude, bro. That's what I would suggest. Chris, yeah, you're talking about me, the BF110 player, bombing bases. I might not have on my old account been that player that did that. But if I'm being honest, now that I know that the BF110 is basically like a upgraded IL-2, I'm going to use it differently than what I did. So let's go get you to the other base over here so that you can bomb it. I don't really care right now because I'm in a 2-7 plane, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to grind and, you know, stay alive. You, on the other hand, you need to grind that plane out, so hit that base if you can. And then if another one spawns in, I'll hit that one. You're gonna get that plane upgraded if it's the last thing I do. Yeah, if I'm being honest, anyone that plays, oh, you're spaded now? Well, then why are you still using it? I need to spade this sucker out. Flip you in your bases. I'm trying to spade out all the Wellingtons so that. Why are you still in that if it's spaded? Bro, that just shows you, though, that this one does have an upgraded engine. This one doesn't have, or this one, yours doesn't have the upgraded engine like mine does. That's the only difference between these two Wellingtons, is this one probably comes with a better engine than yours does. And then, of course, they moved the machine gun placement on the sides to the back. But other than that, like, that's the only difference between mine and your plane. And then the other ones, the 3.0 and the 3.3, they get the upgraded rear end machine gunner positions. So if you don't mind, can I hit this base because I need to spade the engine and stuff out on this? Then whatever else spawns in, you can hit for Silver Lions and stuff. Because, like, the only thing I'll have after I drop these two bombs is, I think, 250s or something. Yeah, so I won't have the ability to really hit much. Just stay at altitude so that they aren't able to climb up to us. Why is there an AR-2 and an I-15 at their airfield, circling it like idiots? Alright, bombs are away now. Bomb bay doors are closed. Now all we have to do is wait for them to spawn in other things. But yeah, I cannot stand it when level 100 players... Like, I'm at level 70 right now. And I know when I get to level 75, I get like a boost or something like that. But if I'm being honest, I don't really care what level I'm at. I really don't. Like, I have fun. Hey, base spawned in. Go for it. It'll be the rear base, though, because I got the front one. So, go for it, and I'll circle around and hit whatever I can find. But that base is yours, unless they steal it again. The 2-7 one, like the funny thing I find about the Wellingtons, there's not a difference in the bomb load, but there is a complete difference in the layout of the plane itself. Yeah, see, now we got bases galore that I can't hit, so I'm going to have to fly over to the one that's way over there, and I'll hit that one. The Wellington seems like it flies like a kite, if I'm being honest. Like, it's really long for what it is, and it's just that plane that I feel like they rushed into production without really trying to do anything. Also, when are we going to get the Avro Manchester into this game? Like, there's so many British bombers that we could really have in the game, and they would be at respectable BRs that would be really fun to, like, bring out. Like the Avro Manchester, for instance. Alright, it's a 2-engine Lancaster, basically. When can we get that in the game and put it at, like, I don't know, 3.3, 3.7? That'd be great, Gaijin. Why are you the target? We have an issue. We're the last two alive. Don't come over here. You're the target. Actually, matter of fact, we both might want to head to the airfield, so just turn and run for it. Get out of here. Yeah, I'd do that if I were you. Just get out of there. Need flat cover. You ain't kidding. You sure do. You know the bad thing, though? It's going to target me next once it runs out for you. So, like, either way, I'm going to end up dead anyway, so... Alright, I'm heading to the airfield as well. I'll follow behind you. Try and help you out if I can. You got a P-39 forming up on you. So just be aware of that. Also, you need to head this way for the airfield. There's probably not going to be any peace. He's probably going to kill you. You realize if you die within the next 10 seconds that I get targeted, right? Told you. I told you. And now I'm the target. Oh my god. Right as I get it out of my mouth, too. Right as I get it out of my mouth. Oh my god, that was hilarious. So now I'm going to get ate by a P-39 as well. Why do I get the feeling that's the guy? That guy's like a level 100. Nope, he's a 62 level, so I can't really get mad at him because he's at a lower level than I am. I'm about to put this thing. Gaijin heard you. Yes, that's mainly what happens. Alright, let's get this guy off my 6. Get off of my 6. Get off of my 6. Get off of my 6. Dang it! My plane just folds! He got pissed that I shot him. Dude, he ripped my plane apart. Dear God, look at all the hate. Both wings disappeared. The tail's gone. It's falling out of the air at rapid speed. Oh, there goes that piece of the wing. The wing's gone. The tail's gone. Everything else is gone. Actually, I'm gonna hop off. Dear God, I almost dropped my controller. Sorry. All you guys heard was everybody. I hope everybody has a lovely day, and remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.